40 hours before fixtures come out, and Takakeisho has said he is in, despite all that pectoral trouble and dreadful showing at all stables practice. His form today was markedly better. 7-3 versus Takanosho at their Tokiwayama stable base. Sports Hochi noting he can now perform a full-blooded charge. Once it all starts, I must fire myself up and come out fighting on all fronts, Keisho said. But I'll still have to be careful over the course of 15 days. I've got these long-term injuries now, and recovery actions will be key. What must I do to preserve myself properly for the following day? His movement is getting better, no doubt, Master Tokiwayama said. His pectoral seems to be going okay. It's crucial for a thruster like him to build up some rhythm in early bouts. Far more pessimistic, though, is Asanoyama, who has now completely ruled himself out of a dreamlike Seiyaku-level return. My mind is saying have a go, but my body is almost shouting that down, the ex-Ozeki said. I've already switched my thoughts to July. I had my leg in a cast for a week, my muscles have shrunk too much, and my thigh still likes to cramp up. The balance between right muscles and left is totally out of kilter. In short, there's no way I'm making day one, and even my master is vetoing any attempt I make to compete. A knee injury is the one I'd always most hoped to avoid, so I've got to take a more long-term view. Master Takasago has said that could he so much manage charging practice, the story may well be different. Official pull-out announcement tomorrow. And perhaps also withdrawing is the man with the same knee injury as Asanoyama, only seemingly more severe. Long-term salaried wrestlers who see no way of hitting former heights often fail to appear for their dreaded return to unsalaried level, especially if elder stock is lined up. And it looks today as if stock could be coming Kotoeko's way. 67-year-old coach Oguruma, assistant at Oshiogawa stable, will be quitting Sumo this week, multiple papers report. He will return his elder stock to the stable which raised him in wrestler form, Kotoeko's Sanogatake. Oguruma becomes the latest coach not to see out a full 5-year term on a re-employment contract. There will surely be many more like him. But talk about end of an era, though. Oguruma has held that piece of stock since at least 1985. Sadogatake's current main man, the grandson of Oguruma's coach, has joked in a magazine interview about the sumo pressures upon him. My basically friendly grandfather would turn deadly serious for anything sumo, Kotozakura recalled. He basically demanded a gold medal from me in every tournament I fought. So when I came home with a bronze or silver, I just hid them in the car. Sakura has also revealed that he likes to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, and 1 to 2 hours every lunch, and 30 minutes extra while he's travelling in the car, with discarded medals as cushions perhaps. He claims he has few hobbies right now, but loves going out to devour grilled meat and bowling with his attendants. His one-time teammate at Saitama Sakai returned to that school today to be gifted an orange silk apron to mark his second division debut. Tochitaikai, the former Tsukahara, becomes the 28th Sakai grad to make it to salaried level. This realizes the dream I've had ever since elementary school, he said. I've seen so many of my seniors wear such an apron, and now I've finally gotten my own. Of course I'm filled with delight. He was escorted to the school by two of his stable's assistant coaches, the former Tochiozan and the former Tochitaikai, the first man from this famous school to reach Sumo's salaried ranks. He's a nice enough guy and basically earnest, but he's sometimes overly laid back, Coach Mihogaseki assessed. But I hope this Sakai apron brings a heightened sense of duty and a bit of extra desire. Coach Kiyomigata, meanwhile, added, "He's got room to grow physically, mentally, and technically." Tochitaikai has rivaled Oho and Kotoshoho ever since elementary school, and can't wait to fight his ex-Sakai teammates in the near future. He just needs a few more winning scores. Also receiving an apron today was Onokatsu of Onomatsu stable. That was handed over at his one-time Odawara-based high school named Nina Asaigaoka by a supporters club newly formed this April. I'm so grateful to Odawara for taking me in 8 years ago when I was just 15 and showing me the ropes in Japan. It truly is my second home, the Mongolian starlet said. I had zero sumo experience upon arriving in Japan, so I greatly thank the sumo club and everyone there who coached me. Remember the Nina High School name? 2 other active wrestlers hail from that place, as well as several student sumo stars, while another of its Mongolian sons is preparing to debut at Isegahama stable. As for Onokatsu though, if he outputs all his strength and skill, the second-tier title could well be his, said his master Onomatsu of the upcoming May meet. Finally, part-disgraced Onosato went 7-3 again over colleague Shirokuma today. Those were his final pre-meet bouts. Tomorrow the stable takes the day off, while the days after that are conditioning only. He was not planning to exert this morning, but Coach Nishinoseki urged him to give yourself a positive image of how you want to fight. His breakage of Shirokuma's grips and turbocharged tachiais stood out for reporters present. I created that positive image, he said, and believe I've done most of what I set out to do. Now for the final fine-tuning. A packed Tokyo arena awaits.